Now, I made that fight a little bit more difficult for myself trying to get those points. I fully admit that. And I also made the battle more difficult for myself by needing to steal. But I will say that you do need to steal. But as you can see from the amounts of... Look at the points that we got. Over 200 tech points. It is worth it. It is worth it to try. You know what I mean? And it wastes a little bit of time, but that is fine. And we get a new attack for Xion. We get Lunar Blade. And we get another Spirit at the end of this because that is the common item you can get. But we have done it. Let's take a look at the new one that we got, the Lunar Blade. One enemy near/beam. Yet another near attack, which leaves Spell Ray as still the only distance attack. You kidding me? It's ridiculous. Slice with a beam blade, as you might expect from Lunar Blade. I'm still going to keep on trying to work on Spell Ray. As you saw, it was up to level 12. I thought 10 was max, but apparently it keeps going after that. I can't imagine it going much further though, but I will take that up to max until you give me something better, and I'll see you giving me something better. But with that done, we are free to leave sectors 26 and 27, and actually we're free to leave the Kukai Foundation, but if you remember, we did pick up a new robot part, so let's go ahead and turn that in, and we can see if we can get anything new from Professor. Hopefully, Scott has a little bit more of an appearance this time. Now, I did get pointed out that what they're staying on are a giant H and an S during their pounding the keyboard phase, and that kind of stands for teacher and Scott. As you can see, a giant H, that's where professor stands, because I guess professor in Japanese starts with an H. I've already forgotten what it was said. Professor's Giant Robot Training Hall, Chapter 4. Episode: Crisis! A dark shadow befalls the robot lab? That was the last straw. Don't tell me you guys are having a falling out. What's the matter? What happened? He's just an assistant, and he dares to defy me, the professor. I said what I said because I'm worried about you. Hey, just what happened? Assistant Scott here has forgotten his position as an assistant and is ordering me to quit drinking. That would explain a lot. You guys talk to him and help me put him in his place. I used to admire you, Professor, but lately all you do is drink all day. You haven't been doing any research. The Professor is definitely in the wrong. We're not even going to hear his side? What? You agree with him? It's your fault for saying incoherent things, Assistant Scott. You stupid tattletale. Stupid? Did you just call me stupid? If I'm stupid, then you're stupid. You stupid professor. They're both pretty similar. Yes, they are. Now I'm mad. I'm very, very mad now. You're dismissed. That's fine with me. I'm sick of being your assistant. You just go enjoy your liquor. Well then, if you'll excuse me. And I do love that about this late Japanese RPG. They get to actually say liquor instead of milk or whatever Nintendo would make the Final Fantasy guys say. Oh boy, Assistant Scott left. Professor, are you sure you don't want to stop him? Just leave him alone. He'll eventually come crying back. He'll beg to me, Professor, please forgive me. More importantly, you brought more robot parts today, right? I'll get right to work on those. And so much for Assistant Scott. Those are the robot parts that you brought. Then here we go. Begin transformation. Slap, slap, slap. And we have given him the head. As you can see, it's not a very nice looking head. Looks like an 80s robot style head. Maybe even earlier, like a 70s. And we have transformed the head. How's that? The super weapon, Seraphim Bird, is complete. We'll set this up as an ether technique for Xion. Summon it during a battle and you'll blast away the enemies. So once again, it's another summon, more or less. It does take up 4 slots from what I... or 4 weights, 4 WTs, just like the other ones do. It's actually the first one here. Seraphim Bird. All enemies beam 1 times per battle. Spread beam attack. So you got slash, you got hit, and you got beam. Kind of nice that they vary it out like that. But seriously, there's still one more part to get. And then maybe there'll be something when there's the whole robot together. Maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself there. But I wouldn't be able to equip them all at the same time. I can only equip these 3 at once, you know what I mean? So it seems like kind of they're way too heavy is what I'm trying to say into the slot. They take up way too much room. Anything to say about Assistant Scott before I go? I can do anything by myself. I've always been able to before. I don't need Assistant Scott. Of course not. You are fine without him. And we are now free to leave. That is it for the Kukai Foundation. So we are ready to go back to the Durandal. We will need to take the flight there after all. Are you guys even worried while you're here? Did they program you to be worried? No, you guys say the same thing. That's crazy. Fight the Gnosis. No, don't be ridiculous. We're moving them to a safe place so they don't get damaged. So in case you were wondering, why don't they bust out the eggs? That's why. I thought the Gnosis would attack before I could get an eggs. Shouldn't have been so indecisive. Oh, what should I do? Should I still buy it now? What do you think? Then they don't give me the option to say, I already killed everybody. So at least they did program some people to say new things. To at least acknowledge that the place that they are in is under attack. You know, they thought about it at least a little bit. Okay, so let's head back to the Durandal. Keep on waiting for it to pop up. Do you want to enter the launch pad? But I actually have to hit it. As you can see, though, we are still under attack. How's that? Why are you guys shooting it? It's not a Gnosis. So I'd assume it's on our side. Albedo. Holy crap! We just took out the freaking fleet of Gnosis. He went right through Monstro.
Weak! They're all so weak!
I think this guy is crazy. Maybe that's just me. I might be getting ahead of myself. But that guy sounds pretty crazy.
Momo! Hurry and get in! I'm okay. I've got to help treat these injured people. This person's bleeding heavily. All right, we'll come back for you soon.
Maybe. If I feel like it.
You'll be okay. I'll close the wound now with some nano spray.
Well, that's not ominous at all. There's a shadow in the background creeping behind Momo. I didn't see any ears on it, though, so it didn't look like a bear. But I don't know what they want to do with Momo. She is kind of important. Wait, why are we leaving her by herself again? I understand it's a crisis, but... like, up to this point, Momo has been the chief objective of the bad guys, hasn't she? As far as we know, she's up there. Why are we leaving her by herself? Whatever. Let's just head down here and... we just left her. Maybe it'd be better if we went to get her. Can I actually go back to the dock colony at this point? Because I do need to go back to the dock colony, and of course, there has been a trigger. No, they won't let me go back. Okay, so we leave the Kukai Foundation, and then immediately go, wait, we shouldn't have done that. That was not a smart move on our part. People are not handling the realization that Gnosis exists very well. That is a brilliant observation. You guys have anything useful to say? Probably not. Just, oh my god, the Gnosis. What are those monsters? We call them the mythical creatures that they kind of resemble. Well, I didn't see a Gigas in that last enemy, but whatever. We can't hide it from the civilians any longer. Keep them in the dark. How you doing, guy on the ground? I don't think he's doing so hot. The people turned completely white right before my eyes. The whitening. After that, they turned into Gnosis, I understand. The roads in the shuttle area are closed off, so... Alright. Now, yeah, we have to go back. I thought that there was going to be something to do here, but unfortunately there's not. So, yes, as soon as you get to the Durandal, it's just like, oh, well, I guess we should go back. I don't know really why they did that except for plot points. I would assume, I would like if they had put something on board the Durandal or given me the option to go back and save, you know what I mean? They're just really pointing, you should go back and check on Momo, like you wouldn't believe. So really at the end of the day, it's just, hey, we landed. All right, let's go back. So that's why I talk to people. Like, otherwise it's just, okay, we're done. Let's head back. So let's head over here, see if we can find where'd Momo go. We still got the same guy shaking. Apparently he can't get on board to save his life, even though we did. How strange. Momo isn't here. Where could she have gone? She said kind of calmly. And yes, that is it for what we need to do here. So I'm going to talk to people. Our city. How you doing, shaking guy? I made fun of you a little bit. I won't eat snacks I haven't paid for anymore, I promise. Wait, you're the little kid? You're not the little kid. You're like 20. Grow up, dude. Fine, we'll just move on. Nobody here has anything new to say, unfortunately, so... can't find her here. She must have gone back to the Durandal. So let's go back to the Durandal and see if we can find her there. I have a feeling that something bad has happened now. I saw an ominous shadow. That can only mean bad things. Now, if I remember right, we need to head to the residential area, just like this lady told us. They don't really give you any clue except for her. Can I go on board the Elsa? Like, I really do want to go to the dock colony right now. I want to take care of this as soon as possible. What? Did I not check hard enough for Momo? No, I did. They just don't let me onto the Elsa. So, oh, they're not even giving me the option here. Yeah, we have to go to the residential area. It's just a yes or no question. So they're not letting me back to the dock colony right now. I still think that I can go back at some point, though. If I miss it, though, it's not life-ending, to be honest. So I probably won't go back and reload an old save just so I can go back there and show you the next scene with Luti. But I'm pretty sure I can still go back. Clean up. Seriously. How long has this been here? Yeah, I understand. They're in the residential area. No, you couldn't leave everybody behind, but not everybody can stay here. Is anybody here hurt? You're pointing at a train. Are you guys hurt? How about you over here? How about the vending machine? Are you hurt? He's actually gonna look at the vending machine. The vending machine is fine. You know, it's just flesh wounds, really, on the vending machine. What the hell is your problem, dude? Fine, we'll head back to the residential area. And I believe that once we go inside here, we get more cutscenes. I think that's the trigger there. Yeah, there we go.
Alan!
Who?
Have you seen Momo?
No. She's not back yet? I thought she was with you.
She stayed behind to treat the injured. But she wasn't there when we returned. We thought she might have come back on her own.
Damn, where the hell is she? Alright. I'll get our 100 series to start searching. They shouldn't have any trouble being the same model and all.
What does that have to do with anything?
Thanks. We've eliminated the Gnosis within the colony, but there isn't any guarantee they won't be back.
Hey, there's Momo. Where the hell is that, though? And she's very cold. Wait, Realians breathe? I guess they would. But that confirms it. Realians breathe. You can see her breath. Therefore, she is breathing.
Am I
I honestly don't know.
so cold?
You would assume she'd be equipped to handle that. If only you had worn a longer skirt.
What happened?
So she's walking calmly. Even though I swore that we defeated all the Gnosis, apparently there was still some walking around. No, your dad is dead. You saw him leap to his doom. He exploded into fire.